Welcome to Hook to Knot. Today I'm going to tell you about all the variations possible in this shrug. Keeping common the pineapple design, we can have many variations. First variation is about the height of the shrug. Here you can keep this 1.5 repeat common, or you can add more pineapple lines. Secondly, you can also have bit of bigger armhole. So in this shrug I have done little bigger armhole. We can have plain neckline, we can have buttons, we can have one button, we can have 3 buttons, or we can have a string and tassels attached like this. If you want to do string and tassels for your shrug, then in the third line of SCs, what you will do is around the corner point of this neck, you will add chains. Wait, let me demonstrate it to you. I am in the third line of SC around my neck, and I'm about to come to a point where I have done SC, chain 1 and SC. This I called as a neck point. Now I'll do just one SC in that corner. I will do 100 chains. 1, I like longer string. That does not mean you have to do 100 chains. You can do lesser also. It depends on how much length of the string that you need. Now once you are done with the required number of chains, leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 chains from the hook and start doing line of SCs. This loop I will be using for attaching the tassel. So I will do line of SC around all the chains and then eventually continue with my neckline. Look at this. Third line, then required number of chains, then leaving loop of 5 chains, continuing line of SC, joining back to the neckline, coming here to this next neck point, doing number of required chains, leaving loop of first 5 chains, continuing the line of SC and joining this back to the neckline. This is how it will finally look after adding tassels, and simply you have to tie a knot here. These 2 neck points and the strings match. The length of the string is totally dependent on you. Neckline variations could be slim neckline. Slim neckline will have only 3 lines of SCs around neck. Then maybe with string, with button. You can keep 1 button, 3 buttons, whichever way you like. Now I'll demonstrate how to make a buttonhole for the shrug. In the third line around the neck, I am at the left neck point of the front side. Here in the previous line, what I have done is single crochet, as one chain and single crochet. Now I'll do single crochet, I'll do 3 chains and I'll skip 3 SCs and start doing regular line. So this is where the loop is created. Now in next 2 lines I'm going to do SCs around it so that this loop will have strength. If you want to add more buttons, decide the length or distance after which you will have the next button. So suppose I'm going to have one more button here. Again chain 3, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'll start doing my SC line further. So I'm here in the loop. I have skipped 3, so I will add 3 SCs. I have skipped 3 SCs, so I'm adding 3 SCs in the chain space, and I will continue. Now this is how my loops will look after first line. Let me show you one more line, so then you will understand the finishing status. If you want to have only one button, then do it around the corner point. And if you want to have 2 or 3 buttons, keep some distance and then add the another loop. You can also add sleeve to this shrug. Join the yarn in the midst of this very first diamond. Chain 5 and SC all around the armhole and wait for the last one. Now this will be our last diamond. So chain 2 and triple crochet in the point where we started. Now second row onwards, next line onwards, I'll take one size smaller, that is 3.5 mm hook. Now 15 lines of chain 5 and SC with a smaller hook. This is how our sleeve will look after 16 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. After this, we will have line of chain 3 and SC. One, two, 3 SC. Chain 3 and SC will give little tightening effect to the sleeve. To close the line, after 3 chains, I'll slip stitch into the place where I started. Chain 1, SC in the same space, 2 SCs in the chain 3 space, SC on SC, 2 SCs in the chain space, SC on SC. This is how my line will go ahead. To close the line, I will slip stitch into the very first SC. Now the last line would be line of picot. So chain 1, single crochet in the same space, chain 3, slip stitch into the very first SC, 3 SCs, so I am leaving gap of 3 SCs in between each picot. So on the 4th I have a picot, again 3 SCs, 1, 2, 3, 4th one is going to be a picot, so SC, chain 3, slip stitch into the SC. This is how my picot will look all around. After I slip stitch into the very first SC, I pull up a loop, cut the yarn. I want to show how I weave in my ends. I generally have multiple knitting tools or finishing tools. If I have multiple threads to weave in, I just add needles to all of the ends at one time. So then weaving in and finishing off becomes very easy. So this is my end. This is how I started. So first place I will have a knot. So then it is sure that my thread will not move from here. Then I pass the yarn through 1 layer, 2 layer down. One or two times I use back loop. So then even if the yarn gets pulled, it doesn't come off. Now see this. Here I finished my line and I have come almost 2 inches away from my end. I have weaved in properly with once or twice back loop, and now I will cut the yarn. It will have a nice finishing.